One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Winston-Salem, North Carolina, home to the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Demon Deacons' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And he's not going to take the touchback. Slips through the line. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. From the gun, give on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275.
There he goes. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Hamilton. Finds the tight end. Open space at the 25. Out of bounds right on the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Northwestern ready to dial one up on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose Nice yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's take a second here and talk Wake Forest. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money.
Breaks into the open. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Man, this really puts your defense in a bind when you got a quarterback with that much speed. It almost cuts the field in half. I got to play jet sweep on this side. You got to play quarterback on the other side and be extremely disciplined.
And the Demon Deacons just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Oh, they're after him. Going to try to get it himself. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Motion from the wide receiver. Scanning the field, it's Hamilton. Throws to the tight end. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? From the gun, the ground game. Picks up the first down, still moving. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back, because of course you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere, but you forget this guy can still run you over. And you saw it on that play.
All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Fires to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed, and if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
They'll try to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Northwestern.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle.
14, Wake Forest, 0.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, that D-tackle has an explosive first step. He shot right out of his stance. He was in the backfield, and he was able to make the tackle for loss.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Finds it quickly on the left. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Hamilton. Just a short pass to the tight end. At the 45 on his way. He's loose on the right. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Going to the run, it's Reeder. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle. He's going to get north and south and somehow get the 1st down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Demon Deacons moving quickly to the line.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. The screen, he can go. Gets it out to the 20. That's not enough for the 1st down. 4th down coming. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. And the Demon Deacons will try to move the chains on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He turns that loose down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Demon Deacons decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll call for the fair catch here. On the ground, it's Reeder. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turn. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll go with a direct snap. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Makes it past the marker. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Northwestern!
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
Wake Forest, 0.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Demon Deacons come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. The give to the tailback. He breaks a tackle. Turning it on.
And 3rd down, they keep it on the ground with their playmaker. They give him the football. They got so much confidence in this guy and their offensive line, and they get the first down.
Listen, just to be on the field on 3rd down as a running back means you've got to be versatile, right? You got to be able to catch the ball. You got to be able to block. But if they want to hand it off to you on 3rd down, too, you got to be able to go find a way to keep the drive alive. This dude has all the tools in the toolbox.
Buys a little extra time. That's caught. It's DeLuca. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Reeder. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Hamilton. Quick strike complete. Still on his feet at the 45. And he's brought down after a nice...
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Scrambling away. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2. The Wildcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab, 1st down, still on his feet. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
Now, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that 1st down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the 1st down.
Caught on the outside, it's Rhodes.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Firing toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
This time he's got it. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. It's complete on the right side. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right fit.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. Direct snap. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be dang. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this 1st half as good as you possibly can.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Oregon State is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 25 over Ohio State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Using the quick game. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find the...
Looking for a huge play. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. takes it the other way. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Caught in the backfield. It's Reeder. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Pressure coming. Calls it in. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up first and goal.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him.
And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Wildcats.
I got to tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're adding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Wildcats will boot it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this...
There he goes. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Northwestern. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
Amazing job and awareness by that defensive lineman, locating the football, catching it, and then turning around and scoring. They might want to start using this guy on offense.
And the extra point is good. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
Wake Forest, 0.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Quick release by the QB. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Demon Deacons racing to the line in the hurry-up.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
After the 5-yard step off, 1st and 15 for this offense. On the ground, it's Clark. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
It'll be 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Dixon. He's not quite going to make it to the sticks. It'll be 4th down from the 36.
Now, a 4th down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Fights off a defender.
And this guy's like tackling a tree stump. They just so thick, so compact, just continues to break tackle after tackle. You want to bring those arm tackles? They're not going to work. You better bring your whole body, and you better bring a friend.
They'll give it to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got his man. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Off the play fake on 1st down, the throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Wake Forest. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit. The ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They'll run it from the gun. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Takes the handoff. It's Reeder. Still running at the 40. He's running free down the middle. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Northwestern!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other.
And that is interception number 3 on the day.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays.
Touchdown, Wildcats! A great catch and run for 6.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
Northwestern 56, Wake Forest 7.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
He leaves it with his back. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking for a crease, it's Clark.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Trying play action. There's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Fires to the right. And it's picked off for the 4th time today.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
Trying to get rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Hamilton. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Wildcats.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Hit as he throws. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Trying to outflank them on the jet sweep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Back to pass, it's Hamilton. Finds his big tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Gain of 27 on the play. That's a first down for the offense. All right, let's get it. Right.
If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wants to keep it in the air. Pocket breaking down. He's got him. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The pull and throw off the RPO. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. On 1st and goal, let's see if Northwestern can score. Big fella moving. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to ball his way in. Touchdown, Northwestern. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. It'll be a draw. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the 4th quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, Just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Trying to get the corner. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. It seems so inviting to try to get the ball outside, but this defense is so fast you just end up running sideways.
And when you don't have any misdirection or something else to look at before you pitch that ball on the perimeter, a lot of times those guys can play even faster. They can see it right now. Those safeties fly up, those corners fly up, outside backers fly up, and get in the play immediately.
Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
3rd down, and they need 15 after 2 negative plays. He'll pull it down and run. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down.
I know he didn't pick up the first down, but, man, he makes this 4th down way more manageable. It's tough when you got 4th in Africa. Did a great job of making this manageable and keeping the playbook open.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Looking down the middle. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football. Oh, he's got some space. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw. It's Hamilton. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. The Wildcats line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. The short hands, it's Reeder. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Under fire. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They just keep firing. A strike downfield. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take...
Turning it on! And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
First down, Wake.
So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party. A late touchdown.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is...
He's got it along the sideline. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Rushes on him. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game. And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down.
And man, that is not the third down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a fourth down now.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. On the run, still looking. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's O'Neal. They're working that left side. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here comes the offense on first down. He wants to throw it. Under fire. Got rid of it just in time.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
This time on target. There he goes. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. The Wildcats had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off to stop the threat. Got some room to run. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Makes the catch. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now, to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
Thanks so much.